Good evening and welcome to City Pulse. Tonight's special guest goes by the Warrior Princess on Instagram. In 2023, Alba Morales Eufrio was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia at the age of just 7. For her family, life had been turned upside down. Cancer, as they say, does not discriminate. Tonight, alongside Mum Zina, she'll be joining us to tell us her story, one of real courage in the face of real fear. Before that, plenty to discuss, and a very good evening to Paul, Heidi, Eric. ¿Cómo estamos?
Hello. Hello. ¿Cómo estamos?
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Season's coming to a close soon. I'm feeling kind of like a little sad about it. Yeah, we only got a couple more episodes, and then the summer is kind of here. We'll get on to summer approaching very shortly. But first things first, bank holidays. Are you guys here for it? Were you away?
I'm retired. Con que bank holiday. I don't know.
A bank holiday.
I don't know whether it's a Monday, a Wednesday, or a Sunday.
Qué alegría.
I'll ask the working
Ask
teacher.
the working class.
I was wedding dress shopping.
Okay.
Wedding dress shopping. Something different. Really exciting. My son's getting married next year. No. Ya está. Yo no,
You're
por
done,
Dios.
yeah.
I'm done. My son's getting married next year, so I went with my daughter-in-law and her gang, her mom, granny, a buscar wedding dresses.
Okay.
Joe, med steps, just training.
Yeah?
Got trained because I'm going to die.
Project Summer Bud.
I know, it's just to do like literally Saturday for the Med Steps 5. That's the only reason.
Right, okay, Med Steps 5.
Gotta do it because if not, I lose my streak.
Yeah.
Queta, eh? Cada vez más.
Are you planning on doing the 5?
Every year. Had to do 5.
You've been doing
that
the
is
5
my
years?
stubbornness. By the end of it, I'm literally dragging legs, crawling up, but it works.
I know,
Metiendo pata as much as possible.
We will get to that. But just on the bank holidays, there was a little bit of controversy, and I hate to start in controversial circumstances, but there was a bit of controversy regarding the Workers' Memorial Day events that happened in Campion Park, I believe, put on by Culture. I just wanted to get your take. The NASUWT Teachers Union frustrated and have expressed their frustration at having been excluded.
Claro, I think it's one of those things where it's like, if you're having a workers' memorial, it's not one person that gets to choose it. Everyone should be involved. Every worker is involved, really. Like, it's our day to celebrate, no?
Yeah.
And I think it's a bit of a slap in the hand, kind of like, move on. You're not included. It's just us.
Yeah.
I don't know all the circumstances, but I think that a little bit of an apology needs to happen there, no?
There have been whispers as well, whispers online, so about it having become almost like politicized, and it's really not the sort of thing that should be being politicized.
Shouldn't.
But it's jib. What isn't at this point?
What isn't
Everything I was going
politicized?
to
It's a
say.
good point.
You walk out your door and it's politicized already.
Everything is political nowadays. Todo.
I think that nobody should have a monopoly on workers' rights or work or anything like that. I think that's we all work. Everybody's worked, even us retirees. But nobody should have a monopoly on this, no? Y muy fácil. Somebody neutral should do it and invite the relevant people. Y punto. No.
Am I right in thinking this is a recent bank holiday? This is a recent public
It's only
holiday?
been for a couple of years.
There's obviously May Day and Workers' Memorial
What
Day.
you were showing about was May Day. The Workers' Memorial Day event was in the Alameda Gardens.
Right.
Which was on the
Last week,
Thursday.
on
No,
Thursday.
Tuesday.
Last
Tuesday
week,
at a
Sunday.
Workers' Memorial
Last
Day,
week.
28th.
And I think, I know that traditionally maybe the Unites, I think they've done it always. I mean, I'm not saying that they shouldn't be doing it, ni mucho menos, no? But what I'm saying is que yo creo que it should be something for everybody.
Everybody.
Even if people who are not a union member.
Yeah.
It's workers. It's not
workers.
union workers. It's workers y punto. Con que they should be aquí para todo el mundo y punto.
Because Workers' Memorial Day, si no te equivocas, to remember those who have died during work, ¿no? Con que why only just stick to, no sé, just one party, digamos.
O eso, o que se pongan todo el mundo de acuerdo.
Well, they need to make a little bit of a coalition. The three come together, they make the event.
Exactly.
They can't, third party comes in, gets them to help, and then boom. And politics can come in as you do a guest spot, you get your speech, and move on.
Yeah.
But
Eso
why
lo hacemos
should it be
nosotros en Pride.
political? Why should
Bueno,
it be
because they like
political?
to make these promises to all unions and all workers out there. We're
supposed
keeping an
to.
eye, we're helping you. Depends. Sometimes it's true, sometimes it's false. Depends on who's in power, I guess.
I do say, just for the sake of balance, and not so much on these two recent public holidays, but sometimes I like to give the politician, whoever he or she may be, the benefit of the doubt. And when they do something nice, it might just be out the kindness of their hearts. And there will always be at least one person who points the finger and says, but they're only point scoring. I suppose that's the world of politics. You
That is the
can't,
world of
you
politics.
just, you're damned if
That's
you do.
exactly what the
You're
what the
damned
world
if
of
you do and you're
politics
damned
is.
if you don't. You know what I mean? But knowing or half knowing people in politics, if they just do something because they think it's the right thing to do, people will then, think perhaps maybe too cynically and say, wow,
That is
But,
so true.
correct me if I'm wrong, but I
Yeah.
don't think that when you talk about politics in this context, it's not necessarily a politician. It's the politics that goes around.
Sí.
Yeah.
It goes
Yeah.
around
Yeah,
rather
yeah,
than
yeah.
a particular
Yeah, that-
politician.
that's
In this
también.
particular scenario, yeah?
Sí.
Sí.
It's the politics that's going around. Yeah, hay mucho de eso.
yeah.
Everywhere you go.
Everywhere.
Having
Everywhere.
said that, there are some politicians that have tried to do things out of goodwill.
Yes.
And I've spoken to them about it, actually, and it's been really interesting. They're like, lo hago, and I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't.
I
Pero I'm
actually
going to be a
feel sorry
target.
for them sometimes.
It really is hard because actually, like, we organize Pride as part of the committee that I'm in, and they actually say it's like we're going to be involved. We're going to get we're going to get crap for this because if we do it, perfect. You guys are happy. If we don't, everyone else is going to be like you'll be unhappy, but everyone else will be happy. It's like how's the balance? There's no
Yeah.
balance in gym.
Yeah.
We're all polarized.
Yeah.
Food for thought, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. Remember, City Pulse is now on WhatsApp, so don't hesitate. Get in touch. Let us know what you're thinking. By the way, the wedding dresses that you were after on your way back into Jib. How long was your particular queue on the way back into Jib? I've heard loads and loads on social media that things are getting
We got back
pretty
and see,
bad.
we
in
had,
and out.
we were in the queue for about an hour, creo. For about an hour, and it was like 10 o'clock, 10:30 in the evening.
Really?
Era tarde, sí,
Oh,
sí,
wow.
it was late.
So we know why. The new
Scan.
face
The-
face
yeah, yeah,
scanners,
the
and it means that
ES.
any tourist coming into Gibraltar, for example, is literally, and we've seen it happen, having to get out of their car at la airport,
Sí, sí, sí. We've got to.
scan face, and all the rest of it. And
But-
boy, is it clogging things up.
But having said that, también there is the queue jumping factor.
Ahu. Don't get me started on queue etiquette, por favor. Eh?
There is a
Nothing boils my
La
blood
verdad.
more, Paul.
What, then a queue?
No, than a
No,
queue
the queue
jumper.
jumper.
I know, that's what we've all inherited very colonial. I love it. It's like
¿Qué
getting in a
dice?
queue. I love being in a queue.
No, he's saying you're jumping.
Ah, no.
No,
Jumping in
queue
queue.
jumping.
Yo me muero de vergüenza. No puedo.
no,
que
I'm the
vamos.
first
No.
person to start screaming at someone in a queue. right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yo-
What were you saying? What did you think I was saying? What
I
did
thought you were saying like just jumping it because you weren't looking to be that patient or algo. And it's like, ¿qué está hablando? I love it.
You
Just
get
be a
the
little British with
zigzaggers.
that. It's one of the few British things I inherited like properly. It's like I
You're
want to
damned
be
if
in
you
that
do,
queue.
and damned if you don't. Look.
There you go. There you go.
the queue jumpers this weekend, and I've seen No Baby
Okay.
and Speak Freely.
I stay
It's
away.
been
Moments.
no la mejor cosa,
pero-
porque
No,
muchas
no,
veces, like, you feel like I've got to say something, pero no.
Yeah.
Hay mucho grito ahí, porque, it's not mine.
De nosotros, G-registered vehicles.
Sí.
As in on the Paseo Marítimo, I'm
Yeah.
picturing coming into Jib. There's obviously the right lane, which is for the queue, as I understand it. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then there's the left lane, which is supposed to be for free-flowing traffic going onwards. And what happens is, as we all know,
They cut in.
is that the cars, not all Gibraltarian, but cars
Yeah.
wanting to skip a few, shall we say, then clog that up. And that's when the beeping starts, when Spaniards further back who are not wanting to join the queue, and
Los taxistas
it all gets
peleándose.
really tense. It
No,
gets
but you
really
also get the
tense.
ones when there's two queues, ¿no?
Y se meten en una.
Y se ponen a indicar y se mete. When this car, there's a little gap, pues ya se mete. So the car at the back, ya is going to stop to let them in. Después ya, you see them going this way y después zigzagging. Venga ya, hombre.
Eso fijo.
And then what about
Oh, it's bad.
further along the queue, as in on your way into Jib, where they do the Catania and stuff on that last corner?
Oh, yeah,
I've
that
had
last
close
corner.
calls.
That that
I've had
is-
close calls there.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That is 2 lanes.
It's meant to be 2 lanes.
That is
be
2
two-
lanes, and they just sort of zip one and one, one and one,
But
one and one.
sometimes there's the
Sometimes there's
2
only one.
lanes which joins to 1.
One.
Yeah.
And that's where the problem starts.
Yes.
Porque everybody thinks that they're first.
Yeah.
I do love when the drama starts, when you're in the queue and you're bored and you've been there for over an hour y empiezan a pelearse and you're like, yes, entertainment, Netflix begin. Yo soy así, literally, se lo digo, I've always got popcorn close by, just in case. I'm like, aquí voy a comer, mira.
Me encanta.
Porque se
Roll down the
pone-
windows just to get the full
No, it's
experience.
hilarious. Empieza un llanito, chillan a otro llanito, de pronto está el español riéndose, le chillan a él chilla para atrás. You're like, yes, I'm loving this. I'm living for that drama because I'm bored in my
Con el
car.
popcorn.
Fed up of doing clutch control, pa'lante, para atrás, pa'lante. No, it's like, I want to see something entertaining.
Porque yo tengo un electric car, yo.
Yo,
Eléctrico, ya no
ay.
tengo que ser clutch control. Pero sí, sometimes I feel like just my husband's driving y me entran ganas de no, because he's very, él no le gusta, yo soy más, yo meto
Tú eres más
mano,
feisty,
yo-
¿no?
Yeah.
I don't like
Good.
it, I don't like it.
Bumper to
I
bumper.
hate the entitlement. I hesitate to use the word hate, but I hate the entitlement.
The entitlement factor there because I am entitled to.
That is the most Gibraltarian word
Yes.
that I could ever think
Entitlement,
of.
no?
Entitlement. We all say it, and we're always like, I hate it, but we all do it a little bit.
Es que se me pertenece. Yeah, yeah.
Eso, lo de me pertenece.
Eso fijo.
And then, by the way, Q's out of jib as well is another tricky one.
Yeah.
By the way, the webcam, I don't know if is it just me or is the estimated queue time way off?
Kira, it's 5 minutes waiting time, media hora más tarde.
I'm like, it's 6 lanes down to Eastgate. How can it be 5 minutes? How can it be 5 minutes?
Hijo.
El logarithm ese no.
No trabaja.
It does seem a little bit all over the place, but yeah, so the point really is that it's the new sort of facial recognition and it's now becoming our new normal. What I don't know is if this is now the permanent switch, as in what these facial recognitions now. I mean, for how long are we seeing this before it's all
Why not?
That's it.
Supposedly
Once
there isn't going to be a frontier. Okay?
before it's all just demolished?
just-
And
I think they're
Removed,
just
no?
doing the teething problem where everyone's updating, you get your like photo done, and once you've got it, you can just go
That's
in and
it.
out and zip, no? Probably.
No, pero mira, it's not only here in a frontier. It's in airports all over Europe. Okay, people are actually missing flights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And in some airports, they've had to cancel because
Yeah.
of the waiting times.
Yep.
Obviously, it's so many millions of people going through scanners.
I think it
one
mainly
minute, wow.
involves the British are the ones that are more like often losing their flights because of it, because they have a different system now compared, and they're not happy with it. Should have voted no. Pero, just saying, I know there's a lot of Gibraltarians this weekend that went away that I know, and they've actually zipped through because they've already had their photo taken. Apparently, they've been able to walk through como si nada.
Bueno,
no
I
issues.
went through this
Gibraltarians,
weekend.
yes.
Yeah.
Gibraltarians, yes.
Apparently, it's like the British that are
It's
having
not, yeah.
homeland British.
Yeah.
Yo hice así,
haven't got
I showed my
Slightest
passport.
clue what's happening. I'll be honest.
you
I
should.
said it. I haven't got a clue.
You should.
what's happening.
They're following you.
And I'm not the only one.
But are you happy?
Ah, no.
There you go. If you're happy in bliss.
Blissfully ignorant, I guess. I mean, my mum will be fuming at me admitting to this on live TV. But
We're like lemurs. We're following him.
Sorry, Robin's mom.
speaking of the queue, Spanish Premier Pedro Sanchez is expected to be in La Línea this coming weekend. Regional elections around the corner. Chief Minister Fabian Picardo met with him recently again against the backdrop of the treaty and all the rest of it. It's a big moment really across the border.
For La Línea, I suppose it is, no? It's not every day the Premier comes down to
Heavy.
La Línea.
To La Línea.
Yeah.
I
First
think
time,
he's
no?
coming
Probably.
into-
First time for him, if I'm not
At least
mistaken.
in my lifetime, I've never heard of any like premier coming down.
Yeah.
You know, personally, I am still expecting him and Mr. Picardo to join forces on sometime in July, whenever that date is, and do something. That's me thinking.
Me, I share your
open
views.
the
I
gates
thought
fully.
15th of
Something's
July,
gonna happen. Pero bueno,
when the gate
What
comes
do you mean
down.
something's going to happen?
in the sense that they're both going to meet in the middle and move up and down or whatever it is.
Or like open a
Algo-
gate or
algo-
something and say
I'm
it's
sure
now
que algo
open.
sí va a pasar.
Surprise,
Okay.
los
Ahí está como,
dos.
hey, the shop is open.
The sort of the
Freedom.
ribbon cutting.
Ahí está, ya,
algo
ya,
así.
ya, ya.
Pali lately, con que algo sí va a pasar.
Yeah.
Creo yo, vamos.
I mean, he is
think
pretty
the
as
same.
well, so I'll be there.
Bueno, we mentioned it a little earlier. Summer is approaching. Shall we go a bit more lighthearted? Yeah, tanto Spanish Premier.
Venga,
Francia,
sí.
todo lo otro.
Fine.
I just wanted to. Have you guys had your first swim of the year, by the way?
No, not yet.
God,
No.
Not yet.
No.
And
Cold for
yeah,
that.
You strike me as a
Wait, I am
an evening
anti.
dips kind of guy.
I barely get in the sea. I literally will boil, I will sweat, I will burn, but I am not getting in the sea. I get like, ugh,
Yeah.
My
freaky.
first swim of the
Dark
year
water
is on the
freaks
1st
me
of
out.
January.
1st of January.
1st of January is my first swim of the year.
Why?
E26
As
Boxing
like a
Day.
family tradition.
Because I do it with my friend. A tradition, Debbie y yo vamos 1st of January a wherever, or
Shout out
Wadi, a la
La
Debbie.
loca.
Con todo el frío.
No, ¿tú sabes lo buena que está el agua 1st of
¿Qué
January?
está hablando?
Y Boxing Day.
Winter.
No, hombre, it's the best swims.
That's what every open water swimmer will tell you. Okay? It's rejuvenating.
It
okay?
is. You
It's-
feel refreshed.
It hurts.
Super, no?
It's pain.
It might hurt los pies un poquito when you go in, pero
A ver, but are you that
so
person
good.
that dips a toe, then it's an ankle, then it's that?
No, no,
I
no,
can't
I
do
go
that.
in.
It's just
Oh, you're
I go
diving.
in. I go in.
I remember
I'm a
I did
sufferer.
the boxing
The Boxing Day swim.
the boxing swim once. ¿Vale? Vamos a yeah. So, estoy on the show y alguien obviously picked me up porque no había wheelchair at the time, ¿no? Con que somebody picked me up and we were waiting for GBC to arrive with a camera, your camera crew, ¿vale? And GBC no llegaba y no llegó. So the organizers decided
¿Quién era?
No sé. The organizers decided to go for it. Con que they picked me up, everybody, everybody, agua, boom. Estamos en el agua, GBC coming down. We all had to come out and do it again.
Typical.
Love it.
No me diga.
My one and only time.
Yo lo hago todos los años.
Twice. Eso me cuento como 2 veces.
Pero sí.
Twice.
So, we were saying outside the last year, by this time, yo estaba harta de bañarme. I haven't this year. We were talking
Eso
about
sí,
it,
we were
¿verdad?
saying that it was massively hot.
Pues
People
yeah,
were already
go
at
to
the
the beach.
beach, stuff like that.
The beaches
Yeah, but
are not ready for accessible until the actual beach, the summer starts
Starts,
officially.
sí.
Bueno, they've got lifeguards, no?
No,
already?
yo no.
Yes, sí,
So
pero
lifeguards are
no,
ready
eso
to
no
save
tanto.
us.
Yeah.
Pero no me puedo bañar.
And by the way, a little bit of love for Western Beach, which I feel is
Oh,
like
yeah.
el primo feo, a little bit of the
We
local
got renegated,
beaches.
no?
A little bit like it's
Yeah.
a bit out the way, but so all the other beaches, which we can see now, Eastern for one, have for many years had, according to the Department of the Environment, excellent status for water quality. And now, having had poor water quality back in 2018, the water at Western Beach is now considered excellent too,
Finally, no?
which is reason to smile. And I know some people who go to Western and are sort of like
Diehards, no, really
real
diehard.
kind of like Western diehards, and I kind of like it. I think it's underrated. It's quiet in comparison to the rest. You know, it's just a bit of a
Because the
bit of a thing
quality of
getting
the
there.
water was really,
Was
really bad.
really
That's why
bad.
it's quiet. Bueno, montaña no.
Sí, 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 sí.
Eso va a ser Catalan Bay too.
Oh my God, por Dios.
Pero sí, no, it's good news. Like it's excellent. It's been years that we've had the water tested and unable to go in, unable to bathe, la bandera.
And
So,
we'll believe it. We'll believe
Yeah.
that the quality is good.
sí.
Sí, lo creemos lo que sea.
No, they say.
Los pobres, they're damned if they do, they're damned if they don't.
There
Otra vez,
There
That's
you
going
go.
to be the line of the day.
Sí.
There you go.
El quote the today's City Pulse.
Do you guys are you guys kind of like firm on one beach? Do you guys switch it
100%.
up?
Die hard.
Go on.
Catalan Bay.
See?
¿Hombre?
De toda la
Con
vida.
Rosalina toda la vida.
See?
Claro.
Yo hice.
And would you or Rosalina dare go somewhere else, or would you feel a little bit like a Man
last
United
year-
fan in Anfield
Sí,
kind
sí.
of thing?
Yeah,
Cheating
that's
con la
exactly how
caleta, no
you
pueden.
feel. Last year I had to go to Eastern Beach because of my children or grandchildren having a birthday party there, y parecía que
Estaban
había estado
prechados.
en Siberia or like the culture is different, the time zone is different, everything is different. En la caleta del sol a las 5:30, 6:15, it's down. Allí a las 7 de la tarde y el sol estaba ahí.
Eso es lo que me encanta.
So you
I
need to
love
get used
it.
to these things. El time zone es diferente. El agua, la cultura, todo diferente, hombre. Dame la caleta y ya está.
Bueno, me encanta que sean las 10 de la noche,
Beach
años
Wars,
70.
eh?
Claro,
Wars.
calla, total.
Good, I like it.
Sí, yo soy de Eastern Beach de toda la vida.
¿Sí?
Oh, yo soy Sandy, en verdad. If I can go anywhere, it'll be in
Yeah.
Sandy cuando no champeta or early morning. Perfect
Morning,
time.
yes.
After that, it's
Yes.
like, no, all my students are going to see me there, bañado ahí, como sudando, como que no.
Y si no te bañas, pues no veas.
Ahí está, y no me baño encima, so imagínate.
I'm looking forward to my first swim for sure. Right, time to fly the nest now. And who knew there were so many of us in the US?
We're Jerry and Alex Martinez, and we're in Green Bay, Wisconsin, USA. Well, I'm coming here to do my FAA commercial pilot training. And obviously the USA offers a lot of opportunities which simply aren't available to us in Gibraltar for that specific field of training. So I'm working my way up towards what's known as an ATP, which is an airline transport pilot license, which would qualify me to fly for US airlines in particular, although the license is accepted worldwide.
When we first got here, we were homeschooling our children because we didn't know what American school was going to be like. And just to integrate the children in slowly and the culture, and because it's so different out here, even though we speak English like the Americans, very different English. So that was primarily my job, trying to homeschool the children and giving them some sort of sense of routine. But then because the winter is quite long and
Cold.
Yeah, there's not many opportunities for them to go out, so we thought the best thing we could do was put them in a school, and it's actually gone really well for them.
Yeah, they're loving it. Absolutely loving it.
Yeah.
How resilient and how adaptable the kids are, but socially in particular, you know, how quickly they made friends. I have to say how welcoming the community here has been as well. The school has been fantastic. It's not their first time, obviously, with international students, but they've been very caring. They've been very sensitive to, you know, the cultural differences. Not that there's many, to be fair, but they've welcomed them with open arms, and they've really integrated really quickly. So it's really nice as a parent to see that.
I was working in Company's House for 15 years, and when he proposed the idea of moving for training, I was like, no way. There is no way that I am leaving Jib and I'm gonna go to America. I thought, America, yo? En la vida. But yeah, we've really come out of our comfort zone and done something that not many Janitos can say that they've done. And yeah, it's been worth it. Yeah, this last weekend we had, what was it, 20 inches of snow?
22 inches of snow. Yeah, we had to dig our way out of the house. Literally dig our way out.
Yeah.
But it was awesome. It was great.
So my mum owns a bakery. She has a piece of cake. And I was really missing the pan dulce and the pan de nuez and the mantecado. And yeah, those things, those are the things that I miss. And I was actually telling him the other day, like, even speaking Janito is something I miss.
Yes, yeah. We'll speak of as much of it as we can subconsciously. Sometimes you know how it is. You just sort of switch in and out depending on who you're with. If I'm with friends from the US, obviously we'll be more British. But if we're at home or speaking to family on FaceTime or something like that, we know we sort of step in and out of it.
Yeah, we've been introducing our friends to Janito food as well. So poco a poco. Spinach pie, made some torta patata.
Potato slap.
They've liked it so far. And one of our friends like scones as well. So we made some scones as well, because they don't do scones here in the US. The scones here are very different. They're not cakey. They're more like biscuity. So we made a proper British scone.
Abomination, what they call a scone here.
Yeah.
An abomination.
So trying to infiltrate our culture poco a poco.
Imperial to metric was another one.
Yeah, that's another thing. Fahrenheit to
Fahrenheit to Celsius. I still don't know what a Fahrenheit is. Luckily, aviation is all in Celsius, so there's no problem there. But there are differences in that regard. But again, you get used to it. You adapt very quickly. You understand, when it's particular Fahrenheit, it's cold. When it's a higher number, it's not. You just work it out. You brute force it.
Yeah. Hello to my family back at home. I really miss you. My friends as well, even though we keep in touch on WhatsApp. It's not the same, obviously, than seeing you in person. We hope to be in Jib maybe, I don't know.
Sometime in the future.
Sometime in the future, and we can touch base. What about you?
What she said.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, massive thanks to Jerry and Alex for getting in touch all the way from
Me
Wisconsin.
ha encantado el potato slap.
Sell potato slap.
Potato slap, me ha encantado.
Jerry es un legend. Me encanta.
Yeah, I was in school with him. He's always been a funny guy.
Heavy.
Yeah. The Fahrenheit thing is something, I mean, they must say the same about Celsius, but I can never do the conversion in my head. I'm like, is that cold or hot? I don't know.
ChatGPT.
I mean, Google would also...
Eso también.
Yo muchas veces recipes when I'm doing cooking y pones so much degrees Fahrenheit, anda, esto cuánto es
It's okay.
Celsius. ChatGPT. My friend, tell me how much.
My friend.
Yo le digo my friend.
Claro, you give it a name as well.
Sí.
Speaking of Janitos Abroad, you may have watched the episode probably about 2 or 3 months ago now. We had a Janito Abroad all the way from Singapore, Mr. Dennis Carroll, and a very good evening to Dennis. I know you're a regular of the show, so thanks for tuning in again, and thanks for getting in touch with this photo in particular. He spotted it all the way from Singapore. So this is the original. This is above our courts. Spot the difference. What do you notice?
Unicorn.
It's a horse.
It's a horse.
It's a horse.
It's a horse.
Stallion. From a unicorn to a stallion.
It's a cornless unicorn.
¿Quién le quitó el horn?
I don't know.
They're valuable, you know.
But
Dinero, eso.
Pero ¿quién se ha montado ahí para cogerlo?
we need to retrieve the
The
horn.
horn.
Because as you say, it's essentially a horse now.
No, it's a horse. It's not
Yeah.
yours.
So
Eso
many
es un
nuances,
white.
yeah.
Es un white horse ya.
With a crown round its neck.
With a
Why not?
So yeah, good
But,
spot all the way from
Does anybody
Singapore.
know what's happened to it? Or it's just...
I mean, hopefully the collective detective, everybody watching, do you know anything? Let us know. City Pulse on WhatsApp.
Message in.
Yes,
we
message
must-
in. Yes.
We must find the horn. The horn of plenty moment.
Cut to person watching the show with the corn.
The horn just holding it there like you ain't getting back.
I've got it.
Yeah.
Popcorn.
Yeah, baby.
Keep looking.
What did you do?
We're going to wrap up for part one very shortly, but just before we do, it's a big one this weekend. I know you're involved. You're going
Yes.
for all 5, the Med Steps 5 Challenge, all in aid of cancer relief. It has become one of the biggest, if not the biggest, certainly one of the biggest annual fundraisers, no?
I think Mark Cooper and his team are doing an absolutely
Amazing.
incredible job. Absolutely incredible. I know Mark, and my wife does it as well. Although, no sé, Kathy, ¿va a ser los 5 or no? I don't know.
Has she done it before?
She's done it a few times, yeah.
All 5?
No, she's done 3, I think. I don't know, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, traumatizado.
no?
Trauma, no?
I think Mark is an incredible guy and fantastic.
So,
Hats off.
look, we've spoken about it before, but Eric, we can't not mention it.
No, esto no tiene que ver una cosa con la otra.
It
So you
really
don't have to
does,
mention
eh?
It was, I've told you before, I'm saying again, it's the most amazing thing I've ever witnessed.
Heavy.
It's the most amazing thing I've ever witnessed, honestly.
He
man.
was-
Like, amazing.
level.
You haven't seen me cooking.
That's even better. Ahí está.
It was-
Mira,
Mira.
Literally.
So this was it. What year was this? Remind us.
Yo qué sé, ni me acuerdo, yeah.
Was this
behind
post-COVID?
you.
Pre?
No, after 2022, 23, yo qué sé. I can't remember.
Por ahí, ¿no?
Yo, para mí, it's gone and dusted y se acabó.
Bueno, you're being
Lo
very
hiciste,
modest
¿no?
about it, but...
Done and dusted. Lo hiciste y...
Sí, yeah.
Pero que vamos que...
Wow. That's...
a source of true inspiration, Eric, la verdad.
100%.
Lo hice because I felt que things weren't going right in the right direction. I thought the conversation on disability issues and to escucha mucha gente decir, porque tú eres disabled, tú no puedes, porque pobrecito. So I thought, what can I do to make people talk and shock everybody?
I know, you shocked everyone.
I know. I think the whole
And you
of
seem like the
Gibraltar
sort of
was...
guy as well that as soon as someone suggests that you can't do something, that's it. That's
I've
it.
done many
It was
stupid
like,
things in my
yes.
life.
That's it.
I've done many stupid things in my life. I've parasailed, I've upsailed, I've done many things, no? This is one of the biggest things, the toughest.
Yeah.
Actually, the toughest thing I've ever done in my life. The toughest, te digo la verdad, the toughest. But I've done many stupid things precisely because somebody said, you can't do it. And I think I mentioned it at the time, but there was one person the day before, this was on a Saturday, on the Friday I was in town, and he stops me, an old friend of mine, he stops me and says, look, if I were a betting man, this is what he tells me, if I were a betting man, I would bet everything that you're not going to make it.
Ah, un poco más vera.
Eso.
I didn't do it because of that comment.
No, but...
Sí, pero we're
But
on
ya
TV, so we
it's-
can't think
Pero-
what we think of him right now for saying that.
Or just devil's advocate, did he know you and was he
I
playing
think
mind
he was
games?
just being honest. And there were a lot of people, some people came up to me and says, don't do this. Because they were seeing me dragging myself in por el quarry. I used to train in the early morning there, going up the steps and down at the end of el quarry. And
Yo me recuerdo de eso.
somebody would come up to me and says, what are you doing? Don't do this. Please, look, you're dragging yourself on the road con toda la porquería. And it was like very emotional for a lot of people, no? And generally people thought, why are you putting yourself through this, no? Pero yo soy muy cabezota, muy cabezota. I've always been cabezota. And there was a method to the madness, and there was an aim, no? And it wasn't for me, for my sake. It was, I wanted to come up with a reason why, and I think we managed, snag y todo, we managed to get the conversation going.
Certainly did. MedSteps 5 challenge this Saturday morning. Ambientazo is going to be in the Upper Rock.
Brilliant.
If you
Love
need
it.
any
I'm
more
there.
incentive to get down there,
Totalmente.
Paul will be there in an absolute state. That'll be funny. He'll be attempting all 5.
One after
I'm not attempting, I have to do it.
gonna do it.
Regardless, it's going to take me as long as
But
it
that's
needs
the
to.
attitude. That's the good attitude.
Yeah.
That is the
Don't have to
attitude.
care, you just got to...
We'll reconvene on
quick,
Monday.
though.
We'll reconvene on Monday.
Sí, seguro, ¿eh?
And by the way, given that it is one of the biggest annual fundraisers, of course, it needs to look presentable. So a massive chapeau to the group of ex-inmates. Of course, this is organised by the prison service. And here we see Mark Cooper front and centre alongside the group of ex-inmates who've done a wonderful job of sort of just cleaning up, tidying up the entire route of the Med Steps, not just for this weekend's challenge, but for the summer ahead. And we know how many tourists
Brilliant.
If
do the
people
Med
can't
Steps.
go, they can
so-
still donate as well. That's something that they always do. They put it all over social media. There's a QR code. People should really try. If you can't go because you're not fit enough or you feel like you just can't be bothered and you want to be on your sofa, I get it. Pero just donate because it's worth it. It's a worthy cause as well.
Better than
Parte la
doing
cara
nothing.
haciendo todo.
Yeah. Nice one. Time for a quick break. When we return, we'll be joined by mother and daughter, Zina and Alba. It's a story of true inspiration. Welcome back to City Pulse. Cancer does not discriminate. It's a phrase we've all heard. Here in Gibraltar, it affects directly or indirectly about 1 in 2 of us. In 2023, Alba Morales Eufrio was diagnosed with leukemia at the age of just 7. Her story is not just about illness, but about courage in the face of fear and finding light even in the darkest moments. I'm delighted to say that 2.5 years later, Alba has beaten cancer, is now in remission, and alongside Mum Zina joins us now. Good evening, ladies.
Good evening.
Before we start, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, man, that presenter's hair looks good. I can't take the credit, Alba, tell us.
What did you do?
And it needed fixing. Oh no. My wife's been telling me for weeks, I need a haircut, I understand. Personal hairstylist tonight. So just wanted to start with a thank you. Thank you, Alba. So you go by the Warrior Princess on Instagram, is that right?
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about that, about like your Instagram page. Are you kind of on it a lot, or?
See, I normally take control of that page. She has to overlook everything I put, as she does, because she's a bit of a control freak. But we decided to document her whole treatment on that page. So she's got from the very beginning up to even now, and now it's like we've closed that chapter of when she was in, and we've started with the new Alba. So we've got all her latest posts of what she's been doing, what she's been up to, of how cheeky she becomes.
Very cheeky. And so Alba, how does it work? So mum says, look, I want to do this kind of video, and then the bottom line is yours. So you'll say like, yes, or mum, no.
Yeah.
How strict is she, mum? Strict.
She's got the power.
I just say very sassy.
That's all she's allowed to say.
Okay, so mum, we'll get to you in just a second. Alba, just tell us just a little bit about like, so you've been through a lot, but what about like these days? What is life for you like these days? You're going to school. What year are you in?
Yeah, 4.
In St. Joseph's, no?
Yeah.
So who's your teacher?
Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes. He'll probably be watching tonight. You just want to give him a quick wave to Mr. Holmes. I know you're on live TV. I'm going to ask you the question. Is he a good teacher?
Yeah, it just comes in the window.
Say it again.
Just comes in the window.
He comes in through the window.
Oh, really? What?
Doesn't use the door, no?
Really? Mr. Holmes, I like you already. I like it.
He's a cool teacher then, no?
I used to be in the band with Mr. Holmes. He
Oh,
plays
really?
Sax, yeah,
See,
plays
he plays saxophone. See, he's
He
brilliant.
in the band, yeah.
He still does, no?
Yeah.
I'm liking this guy more and more, man.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Musician,
He's very cool, very cool.
doesn't do doors.
No. Throws
like
shank.
He doesn't do doors.
He throws shanka.
But he plays the doors.
He plays the
He
doors.
plays the
He
doors,
plays
yes.
the doors.
Tirando, la parte de tirar shanka, it's his sign, it's his trade, no? His trademark, no? It's his trademark.
And
He's
so,
a
and so,
Shanka teacher.
and so now, Alba, now that you are in remission, you're allowed to kind of like start a more normal life, I guess.
Yeah.
So what does that look like? You're doing kind of like, have you got like hobbies and stuff after school? You're doing like, I spoke to Mum. She said that you were wanting to start like a couple of new sports, yes, sir?
Yeah, netball and hockey.
Netball and hockey. Two favorites. Have you done them before? You're starting out?
I've done netball before, but not hockey.
Right, okay. That is a busy week for Mum and Dad.
Yes, it is.
So Mum, how are you? How is the family now?
Now, settled in. We've settled in fine. Basically the older ones, no, they're 18 and 24, so they're doing their own thing. So basically it's the little madam that has us on her toes all the time. But very well, we're just focused into work, focused into the new house we've just moved. So everything seems to have, the dust seems to have settled down quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like back to normal.
Yes.
no?
Well, if you can call it. I don't think we'll ever get back to the normality that we had before.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're getting there.
Good. Good. Just talk to us about your family. You've got two older siblings. How important were they through this whole journey? What are their names, first of all?
Jovan and Janelle.
Joan and Janelle. They'll be watching too. Give them a wave too. Just go all the waves out. But how important were they, having a big sister and a big brother through it all?
You became closer, no?
Yeah, and they normally came to
visit.
See,
visit.
Yeah, they came
really?
to visit, but
How nice.
they came 2 or 3 times to visit us because obviously the eldest was studying in Liverpool and the youngest one, Jovan, was with the GCSEs, but we did have like face time every single day. But this has actually brought the siblings, or the Janelle and her were like that, and they used to bully Jovan a lot. As you do,
still
because
kinda
you,
do.
yeah, you still kind of do, yes.
Forward.
But they
He's the
all-
only boy.
I love the honesty.
so-
She's like, well, yeah,
yeah, they
continue.
still do. But it has actually brought them in, the three of them, much
bet.
closer.
I bet. Take us back, entonces, and in as much or as little detail as you're comfortable doing so, take us back. Mom, will start with you to 2023. That was the year. The sort of the start of the journey, or perhaps just before the start, any sort of symptoms, getting a diagnosis, the complications that came with that.
Yeah, the symptoms that she had, we didn't expect, obviously, the outcome that it was. No, she was feeling very tired. She kept on complaining of pain in the throat. So we kept on saying, no, it's tonsillitis. No, every time we went to a doctor's, all they kept on saying was she's got tonsillitis. We went in 7 occasions and we had, I don't know how many courses of antibiotics. One of the courses of antibiotics actually damaged her intestinal flora and she kept on vomiting. And that was because in that 7 week that we kept on going to the doctors, it was antibiotics after antibiotics. And normally when she has tonsillitis, it works in the first 3 days and then she's fine. But this was taking very long, not very long, and it was like, well, no, maybe it's glandular fever, maybe it's something different. What we didn't expect was after the 7th doctor for a blood test to come up saying that she had acute lymphoblastic leukemia. So we were flown over on my birthday, actually, so I don't celebrate my birthday anymore. On my birthday, whilst everybody was obviously wishing me happy birthday.
That must have been
Obviously, people didn't know what was going on because we found out on the 6th of September, which, funny enough, is my uncle's birthday. And on my birthday, we flew to the UK, and everything happened really quickly. There's a brain fog between the 6th and the 10th. I can't really remember much, but all I can remember really, really clearly is the fear that both me and my husband had when we went to the UK. Not knowing anything. I remember we didn't know. And also the pressure of me having, no, que Juan Antonio no hablaba. He didn't speak.
Language barrier.
So the language barrier with doctors and the
Sí,
information.
claro.
And all that.
Era muy difícil because by the time the doctors were telling me things, I had to translate everything in Spanish, con que yo me olvidaba de lo que estaban diciendo. No, it was very, very hard.
As if the information in English wasn't overwhelming.
Yeah,
enough.
because obviously, when it's something to do with that, I've never experienced something like that before. So having to filter everything that's been said to me and then translate everything, by the time I got back to it, I kept on forgetting what they were saying. Y también, it wasn't very fair on him because he was hearing everything secondhand. Era muy duro para él también. Pero mira, it's been nearly 3 years of the whole start to finish. She has been incredible.
How old are you?
9.
You are the bravest 9-year-old I've
She has been incredible.
Wow.
I can count with my hands and, como te dice, el refrán que dice, cuento con la mano me sobran dedos.
Sí.
The amount of, it could have been maybe 3 or 4 times when I've had that, madre mía, la impotencia esa de decir, no puedo quitarle el dolor a mi hija.
Because it's your child that's
It's your
going
child,
through
and
it,
you can see, ¿no? Todo lo que está yendo ella y que tú la tengas que coger en peso para algo tan fácil como la tengo que llevar al toilet. No se podía duchar because she couldn't stand up. Con que cogíamos, me acuerdo yo, de Calpe House, había como un cubito que era un ball pitch y lo metíamos en la ducha y la sentábamos ahí. Y el padre y yo vestidos con ella, and it was very, very hard de verla así, ¿no? Pero cuando ha vomitado nunca lo llamaba because she did not call. Ella sola cuando... Es que no... Ha sido una niña que she has made it so easy for me and her dad, ¿no? Que el bravery que enseña esta niña is out of this world para nosotros como padre, and we couldn't be... Hombre, nadie quiere ver a su hija in this situation, ¿no? Because nobody wants to see your child go through cancer. Pero seeing how mature she's been throughout the whole treatment, it's what's made everything so easy for me and her dad.
You won't appreciate it yet, Alba, but you've got a heart of gold. And one day you'll realise that.
Yep.
You should be really proud of yourself. So talk to us about arriving at Great Ormond. Is it GOSH? Are we
GOSH is small,
Great Ormond
short.
Street.
It's an abbreviation for Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital.
So which is one of the top hospitals.
It's the best
in this
hospital in the
field.
world. But anything related to... I actually thought it was only related to cancer. Great Ormond Street es
All
de
sorts.
todo, de todo. Pero what you see in that hospital, lo que se ve, yo me acuerdo que when we started y nosotros fuimos, nosotros estábamos como los caballos, sí, nos queríamos ver, we didn't want to see what was going on ahí detrás de la
Claro,
cortina.
yeah.
Because para nosotros, she was fine. Ella tenía su pelo, she was fine, ¿no? Actually, teníamos un cachondeo con eso, because you could see she was a newbie, because she had hair. When she
Right.
didn't have the hair, y venía una con pelo, y tú decías, la nueva.
Newbie.
Ya,
No longer the newbie.
después de ese tiempo, it's a sort of like a dark humor, but you have,
Yeah, you have to.
You have to, ¿no?
The jokes.
Yeah.
Y es que tú la ves, mira,
So here's some images, really heartwarming.
sí, eso, that was actually, that's when we arrived to Gosh.
Alba,
I-
do you remember these moments?
Es el padre se afectó la cabeza con ella.
So.
That was one of the hardest ones. I said that was when the port was put in and she had the first. You look so tanned, yes.
I love it.
Oh, you're so
That's what you focus on.
Sí. Sí, pero it was hard viéndola de salir chemo after chemo y cada vez con.
Yeah.
It's like her body was drained, no? It was very, very drained. Pero sacaba fuerza y ella, mira, the team in Gosh, everybody played a part, pero los play specialists, los key workers, eso eran increíbles. The way that, porque te digo algo, kids undergoing steroids treatment are little Tasmanian devils. ¿Vale? Eso no son
Alba,
niños.
is this true?
¿Vale? I can tell you de un episodio de que we actually teníamos, esta chiquilla was a couple of treatments más advanced que Alba. Y era the sweetest little girl in the world, ¿vale? Esta niña. And when, I remember going up for one of her chemo treatments, había una cortina al lado, and we could hear un commotion detrás de la cortina. Y all of a sudden we see chips and nuggets flying. Y sale este padre, and he was like, y me digo, digo, oh my God, is that? No voy a decir nombre porque está feo. Digo, is that? Dice, yes. No era esa niña. It was, that is what steroids. Y ella, sin embargo, los médicos warned us. Dice, ten cuidado con los steroids because tu niña is going to be like crazy. Con ella no la afectó. Ella no me podía ver. Ella, every time she came out of la anestesia, ella a mí no me podía ver. Go away, I hate you.
At some point, I couldn't look at Dad.
Sí, ya era, ella no quería su padre, ¿no?
Yeah.
Daddy's little girl.
Sí, pero...
But what about your mum says that you met a couple of like funny characters along the way, made friends with. Tell us about Claire.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about Claire.
Every time I used to go to sleep, I would always use Nerf guns and shoot the people in the room.
Doctors.
Yeah.
Chutaban los anestesistas, los doctors, everybody. Yep, everybody. Todo el mundo. La Claire así, la Claire cogía y chutaba allí, no mucho. Yeah.
I love the sense of humor, but you're right. You need to find humor when
Yep,
it's
you do.
in the darkest moments, and you can count on kids to do that, no? Because
Sí. La fuerza, no? Those, and we're talking like the youngest I saw there must have been about 6 months. She was actually in a walker. Y con todo lo fuerte que, and I think you become stronger, no? And you look at life differently. In mi estado, no, at least in my way of thinking now. And I think all of us de la familia that have gone, no, and had this unfortunate event pasar a nosotros, we have changed so much la manera de pensar, and we value things way more than we used to, ¿no? Que antes era everything,
you take it for granted.
sí, everything that was para nosotros ante un mundo, tú lo miras ahora y dices, really?
Yeah.
¿Tanto para eso? ¿No?
You stop worrying about the little
Yep,
things. I
you do,
imagine,
you do, totalmente. Y nunca pensé, porque yo antes me apuraba por cualquier cosa, la liaba, en el sentido de que yo misma era mi peor enemiga. Yo misma era like, me daba de paliza yo sola, and now it's like, yo de verdad, para 2 días que estamos aquí.
If there was a silver lining to it all, no, it's
Sí, it
would
is,
be that.
it is.
Perspective heavy.
You're an amazing girl, Alba. You're an amazing girl. You should be really proud of yourself, and I know your family is watching and stuff, and they'll be super proud of you too. Talk to us about Galpe House. Talk to us about the care, brilliant care in Gosh, and then
Galpe
in
House.
That became your day to day. That
Sí.
became
Bueno,
your,
Galpe House, we were only there unfortunately for 3 months, porque she kept on being sick. Lo que pasa que, obviously, when you're in a place, you can't, con todo lo que tenía encima, we can't really keep her confined in a room 24/7. ¿Vale? Y lo que pasa es eso, if she was neutropenic, que she not her levels were 0, okay, you have a cold, tú se lo pasas a ella.
Dangerous.
If she gets a cold, she's 5 days admitted with antibiotics. So llegaba un punto que even I couldn't go down to cook because if I went down, me ponía un mask. Porque si me pasaban algo a mí, I would give it to her. So after she had like a few relapses, her chemos were delayed because of she kept on falling sick. The doctors, I can't remember, no me acuerdo cómo era, but I remember that one of the doctors me dijo, mira, hasta aquí llegamos. She needs to have a proper accommodation. This isn't working. And I don't know if they got in contact con aquí and they organized algo súper rápido and I think it was in a week, nos dieron un apartment para nosotros.
Wow.
Okay, actually, we moved in on the 31st of December. That was really stressful. So we actually watched, los cohetes, we actually looked, porque estábamos on 28th floor, aunque we were looking at the fireworks de abajo así.
Do you remember that, Alba? How was that?
We've got a video of her dancing.
Get them moving.
She's got it in the balcony dancing, going to dressing gown.
How long were you in England?
We were 11 months justo.
Wow.
11 months justo, and it's hard because I don't think people don't get the grasp of it, how well we have it here and how expensive everything is,
Yes.
¿no? And being un año afuera, ¿no? Como te digo, la gente, we wouldn't have made it si no hubiera sido por el generosity de todo el mundo aquí. Y siempre lo digo, no me cansaré de decirlo. Yo siempre he sido una que I've worked really hard for what I've got. I don't like receiving anything porque soy muy orgullosa. Pero we wouldn't have been able to survive at all porque con las 29 libras que te daban el gobierno ardía daily for the three of us, allowance. It doesn't cover, it helps, pero...
Cost 29 quid to think in London.
Yes.
Okay, £29, think of it, £29. Breakfast, lunch,
Eso
as
es nada
much...
más para breakfast, nada más. En
See?
breakfast se te va
And
29
even if
libras.
you go to cook, no? Because
Sí.
obviously you've got the apartment, so you buy groceries to cook, pero £29.
No, sí, y yo, como te
London,
digo,
¿qué te hace?
yo y mi marido trabajamos, ¿no? Pero our pay cuts, obviously.
Claro.
Trabajó, it was mucho tiempo fuera y mira que se portaron muy bien y todo. Pero you do notice that. Y nosotros decíamos, digo, God forbid, digo, y somos two working parents, digo, gente que no trabajan.
Yeah.
Or a single parent.
How can they do this? Digo, que te pone a pensar, ¿no? Tú dices, es que no sé, es que
Like you don't
really
need that
hard.
worry. You don't need that financial burden in your head having...
Because tú estás ahí,
Going
pero the
through
bills
what-
need to be paid for, the house needs to be paid for, el car loan mío.
Sí, que son cosas.
Que son cosas que el coche
You
mío,
don't
yo
think
vivía a
about
sacar un
it.
coche nuevo, yo pagaba 500 libras. Yo decía, digo, everything needs to be paid for.
Yep.
Con que empecé yo, digo, bueno, pues I've got to do something. Con que empecé yo a hacer el online business mío, empecé a hacerlo. Because eso era extra income entrando.
Claro.
Pero ahí, survival mode.
It's
You
incredible.
do what you have to do.
You have to sit.
Ahí todas las pardas and you just move forward.
And with a smile on your face.
Siempre.
Admirable, la verdad.
Siempre. Es que mira, de que, what's the point of drooling and what's the point of, well, drooling, no, dwelling, sorry, not drooling, we're not drooling, yeah. Esto me la van a liar en trabajo. She's always laughing at me. Pero, in dwelling in the past, ¿no? En el sentido de que yo lo que no quiero que mi hija esté triste. I don't want her to be worried, and if I'm worried, she's worried. If I get scared, she's going to be scared. Aunque yo decía, se acaba. Yo lloro una vez y ya no lloro más. Aquí las lágrimas se quedan en la puerta de la calle. No, and it worked. There were moments que sí, que we were aquí arriba, and there was moments que we were down here, but I think we tried to manage it para que los dos estuviéramos in the right frame of mind, and like, this is what has to be done, no ifs and buts. Aquí sonrisa y ya está.
We went for a coffee in the run-up to this, and you were telling us that moment in the shower.
Yes.
Can you tell us that? Because I thought that was like a really hard-hitting moment, so you don't have to go into full detail if you don't want to. But for me, that's a big moment in this timeline.
Vale. Cuando llegamos a Carpe House, the first night we got to Carpe House, which was on the 10th or 11th of September, no estoy muy segura. I remember que la chica se echó en la cama, and I was like in a...
Bubble, notaría.
It wasn't even a bubble, era como un fog. It's like, estaba, but I wasn't there. And me acuerdo meterme en la ducha. Pero te estoy diciendo, meterme en la ducha en ropa. Y mi marido meterse y los dos hartarlos de llorar. We just
You
sobbed.
broke down
We
there,
broke down. Ahí ya no podíamos más. It was like we've held on so much desde el 6 hasta una semana, que we just broke down, both of us. Y cuando terminamos, dijimos, ya no se llora más. Y cuando salgo me dice la entera, ya está llorando, ¿no?
I heard you crying. I could hear you. I was outside.
¿Vale? Y después me dice, your eyes are red. Digo, I've had shampoo in my eyes. Y dice, yeah, right.
Me encanta.
The sass on
Nothing
you
gets
is
nothing
like-
gets past her, Mum. Nothing gets past her.
No,
Love it.
nothing. Yo me acuerdo que we used to tell her everything. Pero we never mentioned one thing. Y después me salta un día y dice, ¿pero tú qué te crees, que soy tonta? Dice, ¿tú qué te crees, yo no te escucho? Dice solo la gente. She's very much on everything. Aunque no lo parezca, she's been confined in a room with me and Dad for una pila de meses. Después estuvimos en un apartment y it's just been the three of us. Con que no se le escapaba nada.
Maybe she's so mature.
And honestly,
no?
yeah, mature and really empathetic to other people's feelings.
She is.
It seems, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
she
that's-
is.
That's a great quality to have.
Like we were talking in the makeup room, and it looked like we were talking to a 9-year-old
Yeah.
because she's
The
la
humor's
verdad.
there, the sass
Sí,
is
the
there. We love it.
No escuchas lo que acabo de decir, ¿no?
no,
Cariño.
Dile, anda.
Oh no, what have you said now?
Dile, what did you say?
I don't know what it means, but okay.
He said, I don't know what he said, but okay.
She doesn't care. She's living life. She's loving it. Such a
So,
superstar,
a
honestly.
2.5-year battle, more or less. And then is it October 2025 last year?
Sí, we were given the...
You're clear.
Yeah, see, she's on remission.
So
She's...
talk to us about that moment, Alba. Can I ask you about that moment? How was that a big moment for you? Do you remember it? Is it all a bit kind of like foggy in your mind?
I remember it a bit, but not a lot.
What sort of bits do you remember? There was a moment that you rang the bell, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, talk to us about that. That was quite
Good,
quite a special.
Great
Special,
moments.
no?
That's amazing.
Who was there?
Which one?
One of you rang 2 bells, yes, but the first one, who was there?
Claire?
Claire, yes, Claire.
Claire is your Nerf gun friend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I know Claire.
Grandpa?
Grandpa.
The nurses?
You forgot Sean, Scarlett, Jasmine.
Sean, Scarlett,
Tu padre, tu madre.
You guys were obviously there.
And
Obviously,
And Alba, tell us what, to anybody that doesn't know about like the tradition. No, what is the ringing of the bell? What does it mean?
That you finished.
You finished, you've got the all clear, and you're being discharged, no?
Sí.
So for mum and dad, talk to us about a roller coaster of emotions. I
Yes,
imagine.
it was because we were happy on one side that she beat cancer. We were happy that she got to ring the bell. But it wasn't what we thought. No, we were like, oh, a big party when she finishes. When the time came, at all. Because then you start to remember the amount of people that haven't been able to ring that bell. So you get a bit of mixed emotions, no? There's children that we saw in that hospital that would never get to ring that bell. Okay, it was very hard. Obviously, we were happy for her, but we weren't like jumping for joy because there are people in that hospital que no lo
Gotta
van a
be
hacer.
sensitive to
Sí,
that.
sí.
You have a dream which is about to come true in a couple of months. Go on.
America and Disney.
America and Disneyland. It's happening. And who do we have to thank for that?
Chloe.
Chloe, yes, good. And everybody else who helps out, no?
Chloe Martinez. So, Mum, just explain briefly about the Chloe
No,
Martinez.
you
effect.
want to say, because you know Chloe, do you want to? No? Okay, Chloe actually got in contact with us whilst we were in the UK because she heard about Alba. And she's been such a support. She's come to visit Alba in hospital while she's been having treatment. She came to the apartment. She did dances with Alba. She let Alba do crazy things to her hair.
Que va?
Sí.
Oh, like me.
Pero Chloe, and we still maintain a very, very close relationship with Chloe's mum and dad. También we've created it. So they become very important people in our lives.
Yeah.
Chloe, igual que la madre, el padre, y la hermana, que I never actually get to meet her because she's studying abroad. but they have become like strong pillars for us.
I've never met Chloe's sister.
Sorry?
I've never met Chloe's sister.
You never met Chloe's sister? Well, no, we have to meet her, no?
Maybe she's watching. You want to give one last wave? Alba, high five from the bottom of my heart. You smashed it. Well done. I know you're really nervous about tonight. You've done really well. You guys had a condition, no? If she did well...
Yeah, I did well.
I'd say, I think we all agree, Alba has done very well. What was the agreement?
Eh?
What was the agreement, Alba?
Well, no, we topped it at £5, order.
No, 55.
£5.
No, it's 55.
55, that's it, money.
By the way, she says, okay, I'm definitely coming here again.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go. Hey. Everyone's a winner. Well done. Nice one. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. That is all we've got time for tonight. 9-year-old Alba Morales Eufrio, the warrior princess, proof that even in the darkest moments, light can be found. A huge thanks to Zina and Alba for sharing their story. On next week's show, we get to know GHA Director General Paul Bossio that little bit better. Until then, it's good night.